Welcome back. This is Sunday Morning Futures live from the border, which borders with Juarez, Mexico. I spoke with President Trump exclusively on the phone a little while ago, and I asked how he's working to close these loopholes. But before we get back to that, look at this live video that we're looking at. This is an apprehension that just happened. This is about 6 people with a child crossed the border from Juarez into El Paso. And, of course, the whole goal. We are watching these migrants cross right now. This is actually happening live as we're sitting here, because this is a constant stream of people all day long coming here. This is one of the most vulnerable parts of the border here, because there's a fence that went up, but the fence ends, and people know that. The word is out that if you go to this area, you'll be able to get in. And once you do get in, if you have a child, the U.S.'s laws make it impossible to send you back. In fact, if you're here with a child, you are considered a family unit. So the U.S. law says that we have to, in this country, process you, take your name, try to track you, and then just let you back into the population. And a lot of the Border Patrol people said to me they do not stay in El Paso. They go to Boston, New York, Virginia, California, Oklahoma, Georgia. They go throughout the country, wherever they want to go. They are hardly staying in El Paso, and they're not going to sanctuary cities either. The president talked to me about this just a little while ago. Here's more of my interview, my exclusive with President Trump.
What we need is new laws that don't allow this. So when somebody comes in, we say, sorry, you got to go out. We don't need a court system. We have a court system that has 900,000 cases behind it. In other words, they have a court which needs to hear 900,000 cases. How ridiculous is this? This has been building up for many years. And it's just a system that Congress can fix, Maria, and they don't get off their ass. Yeah. And it's the Democrats. They could solve it so quickly, because we're going to have all the infrastructure soon. I'll have the wall up. I mean, by the end of next year, most of the wall is going to be up. Where you are, where the wall ends, that's part of the wall that we're building. In other words, where the wall ends, that's the weak spot. It's like water. They come through the weak spots.
That's exactly
right. But a lot of those are being taken care of. They'll all be taken care of fairly quickly. I mean, despite the fact that it's like pulling teeth dealing with the Democrats. I have to go different routes to get money. It's lucky I'm good at doing that as being a developer. I used to build buildings. Good times, bad times, you build buildings. That's right. And getting money in bad times, well, this is great times, but getting money for a wall, they give me money for anything I want. But as long as it has the word wall, they don't want to do it. But I have the money. I'm building the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
And frankly, if they would change the laws, it would be a whole different scene down there. It could happen so quickly.
So realistically, Mr. President, when would you expect that? Because Senator Lindsey Graham came on this show 2 weeks ago and said, look, I'm going to come back from recess. I'm going to put together a package. I'm going to work with the president to change these loopholes and change the immigration law. Do you see that happening in 2019?
Yeah, Lindsay's been great. We have a package of things that we're asking for, and we're actually going for a much bigger package rather than those little things, which are not little at all in terms of their importance. But we're making a plan where we really talk about immigration laws at a much larger scale. And we also have a plan for people coming in, because, you know, we have so many companies coming into the United States because of my plan and because of our tax cuts and the tax plan. It's called really Tax Cut and Jobs Plan. We have so many companies. You know it better than anybody. You cover it better than anybody. You saw the numbers yesterday, 3.2% GDP. Yeah. Nobody believed them. Even you were surprised. I'm so disappointed in you. You were surprised. You just don't know me well enough yet, I guess. But one of those. But we have such great numbers, and we have companies pouring in. Yeah. The problem is we need workers, and we're doing a plan based on merit, where people come in, Maria, based on merit, so they can help us. They have skills, they have talent. We have people coming in under these crazy laws that, I mean, if they need welfare or if they need a handout for the next 50 years, they're almost incentivized. Those are the people that we're supposed to be taking. And we take as few as possible of them, exactly I'll tell you. But the way the laws are, it's brutal. And they start arresting Border Patrol people and these incredible people that are doing such a good job if they want to do anything and if they want to be a little bit cute. It is really a disaster.
Yeah,
Whoever approved this stuff had no common sense, or they hated our country, one or the other.
Mr. President, I know you have to run, but, you know, all of the 2020 contenders